Yeah, I don't think you need to have the arc up for that one.
Whoops.
Yep, so it misses its star cluster battery. The Prowl Pulsar Lance. Hit.
Just that hit void shields? Oh, damn.
Hit. That's a nice grouping of shots there.
Well,
Okay.
I run to the bridge escape pods. Oh, wait, I could emergency warp jump.
well, you could, but why would you do that?
That's a move off.
Because it's just hit us 3 times with lance batteries.
Oh.
That is why I
Wait,
went
how did he
strong
hit us
to
3 times with a lance battery? The
Because
lance
they're
only
pulse.
has strength 1.
It's Pulse.
Elder.
Every
Held
time
up
you hit,
attack.
roll to hit again,
Yeah.
up to 3 times.
Basically, they just got bushwhacked.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
take... Ignores armor, so you take...
Wait, isn't it range 3?
Yeah.
So, minus 10, but it rolled, what, 36, 37, and 36? Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
problem.
Yeah, they all hit, so...
They all hit. What's
So
that?
the first one peels off the shields, the second and third do...
Second one does 5 points of damage, and the third does 11.
So 16 damage total. No,
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
yeah,
Which leaves you with
we're
4.
down to 4.
Holy crap.
And that also takes another 16 off your crew, and which takes you down to 74 crew and 74 morale. I'm not quite sure what the crit rating means on the lance.
Crit rating 3.
Yeah. Technically that's 3 hits.
You have to have, no, that's 3 degrees of success.
Yeah, so none of them have got 3 degrees, so you're fine. Well, fine to a certain level of fine.
Yeah.
Alright, Talia. -4, Frost is destroyed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Well, what did I hide on this speed?
Speed 14.
Damn.
It's going to disengage as well.
Oh, but we had a shot.
You know, it definitely says, you know, since Eldor is exceptionally cautious in combat, and this ship will very likely flee if it becomes crippled. You have crippled it. The cache is basically just selling itself, well, possibly selling itself to try and let the others escape. Seems like an
Alright,
Eldor.
we need to take out that thing's engine so that it can't escape.
Well, I say we just blow it up.
No,
Forward
no.
3, turn 9 degrees, forward, move 3 more, and I don't know if we can make another 90 degree turn, that's a bit excessive.
That would need rolls.
Well, a 9 degree turn and then 3 more forward is still plenty good for a broadside.
Oh, got some sounds.
Say again?
Out.
Everyone's buzzy.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, we just lost Zeb, I think.
Right.
Yep. Well,
Was I-
since...
Right.
Yep, Zeb's gone. His microphone's died.
No.
Let's see.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
well,
thinking...
back there for a second. Yeah, there you're back now.
Okay, good. Is it back properly?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
you're
really
back
back.
now.
Sensible.
You're not staticky. So yeah, I was thinking forward 3, turn, and move another 3 forward, and then shoot it in the side.
Right.
Because it doesn't have any hollow field.
That's true.
So
Yep.
if I start rolling terribly, we might actually hit it.
You go
As I
crack-
said,
precarious.
it's sacrificing itself so the crews of the other 2 ships can survive.
Which they have, so it's going to try and run like a scared little elf-ass ship.
Seems foolish. The other one should have done that and let this one run away.
Well,
Well,
the
this
other
one's actually
two-
got hit points left. It may not have its hollow shield, but yeah.
Yep, so...
It has nearly destroyed the Shadow of Cicero. Remember, if its macro batteries had hit, you would have been dead.
Well, no, they'd have been
Yeah,
in critical damage.
I wouldn't have been...
We would have been in crits.
I wouldn't have been asking if we're going to emergency warp jump. I would have just said, no, that's too many hits.
But can you
The
go
only
to
reason
That
I
would have been
didn't-
the first time that we had to spend or burn a fate point.
Well, yeah. The thing is, can you go to emergency jump in the middle of someone attacking you though?
Yes, it's a reaction.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a reaction.
Fair enough.
It's
It's
an
just-
emergency jump.
it's just very,
in
very
response to an
dangerous.
enemy shooting. It's incredibly dangerous at a warp jump at a -30. And if I
Yeah.
fail, we don't come back in this system.
Oh God. Yeah, that sounds about right, doesn't it?
Oh, and we get a warp. And if I got a 9 anywhere in my rolls, we get a warp incursion.
Well,
Yeah.
It's a risky move that's designed to save the ship.
Yeah.
not the people on the ship, sure. But anyway, you probably wouldn't have been killed even if macro batteries had hit. You just would have probably gone into crits.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they would have hit 3 times, so it would have really hurt.
Wait,
Okay, I'm
yeah,
making a note
okay.
here. 3 hellballs, a challenge.
Yeah, definite challenge.
Yeah,
We've got
so
no
forward
kills. to make,
3,
and he lost the Cobra.
turn to the whatever, and to get lined up for a broadside. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to. Yep.
Forward
Can we do a
1.
90-degree turn there?
Oh no, yeah.
So we'll turn, because I don't think we'll get. I think it's going to just disengage if we don't kill it this turn. So 90-degree to drive up beside it
One
and
more
pretend
turn.
we're sailing ships.
There we go. I was having trouble dragging.
Oh, you haven't finished the turn yet. Because we wanted a 90-degree turn at the point. What's my drawing line? Drawing. No, that's not the drawing button at all.
I'm confused.
We should. You only gave us a 45-degree turn. There we go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we wanted to wind up about what was it, here? Yep, that's
Yeah.
right. If only we could make another turn. Oh well. And
Okay.
let's. You guys gonna aid my aiming to make it blow up, or
Sure.
Make
Okay,
a
aid the
patch
machine
shot
spirits here since we didn't do this turn. Let's see, versus 150. That's 65. Okay, so 85 gives me 4 degrees of success basically, so 4. Okay, that's 25.
yep, so plus 25 to trust sting. So plus
25 plus 10, so 35.
Yep.
35 plus whatever it's called,
Plus scrutiny.
scrutiny.
Yep. And my scrutiny failure again.
What's your scrutiny?
My scrutiny is it's 53. So if I'm using the aspects,
83.
it's 83. So
Yeah, you.
so
It's
barely
80.
fails.
83. You got another plus 5, so you get up to 88. So that's just a pass.
Oh, okay.
So that's plus 5 to our ballistic skill. Yay.
Yay, plus 5. That puts me at 55. Is this short range? Yes.
It's
Within 3.
6, so yes.
Within half range. So that's a plus 10 as well. So that's 64.
1 hit.
1d10 plus 2 is not going to get through the shields or the armor.
Armor. So nope.
Oh, I guess I could Righteous Fury.
Yeah, you might actually. Yeah, it's worth a shout.
No,
Nope.
I just dent the hole a bit
Yeah,
more.
you-
Just barely audacious.
You blow a couple of
Alright.
soul stones off the outside.
Omniscience shield, get within range, and then take out their engines.
3 forward, 90-degree turn, 4 forward. Should
Yeah.
be nice.
Sounds like a plan.
Or
And
3
that would
forward,
put you
4
within
forward.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
Yep. So it'd be. No, I'm looking at the Cobra there.
3 forward, was it?
Yeah,
And then
3
90
forward,
degrees.
9 degree,
and
then
4
4 forward.
3, 4.
Excellent. Okay.
Unfortunately,
anything
Shadow Cicero is pretty much poor for this engagement because he's, lance-based.
Yeah, exactly.
The shield's doing the heavy hitting here.
Well, it always does, but anyway.
Do you have anything
Wait,
else to
which
do?
is-
Goat, or can I get the ballistic skill bonus from you?
He was cropping on a murder server turret.
Is he
Yeah,
in range of murder servitors? Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep forgetting a square is a square. All right.
It's space, so square's as big as I want it to
still got
be.
the plus
Exactly.
10.
Yeah. So fair enough. Screw it. Laser swing. Actually, they're both in range. How far?
They're
is it?
both
My
within-
volley?
The stun spears are in half range.
So,
Yeah, but I'm still shooting at 73 if I combine both of them. So
No, well, it's up to you.
I think that's good
My
enough. I
dice
can
are bad
afford-
enough that
Do you
Yeah,
have a
go for
fate
it.
point left?
Yes, I have 2 fate points left. So
Then fuck it, do it.
yeah, do it. You got
So-
rerolls.
73 is, as far as I'm concerned, a good enough shout.
59.
Now, do I re-roll a successful roll? Is the question.
Um,
There is the danger.
we're not going
now-
shopping, so sure.
Well, because right now that's only a degree of success. So that's
Yeah.
4d10.
Reroll it.
Yeah.
Flood of harder.
Fuck
You've
it.
got 2 fate points to both of them.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
Hey.
more what you're supposed to roll in combat.
Okay, so that's 6 degrees of success.
That's.
Which is crit.
Yes, that's a crit. Oh yeah, so you only get 1 crit for combining volleys. But yeah, that's a crit.
That was
That's
a
good.
separate. You were separating, weren't you? Because then
No,
you
I
got 2 rerolls. Right.
No, I specifically said I was doing it in 1 volley because I was shooting at 73, so I could afford. To
That's
do it.
right. Yeah.
Besides which, anyway, I think I've just done something in the region of 12d10 plus a substantial number. Whatever
Oh,
a substantial number counts as.
So
Yeah,
we just
you've
got
got, like-
6. So
Oh, no,
that's
yeah,
4, 5,
No, it's-
6,
70 then.
7.
8,
yeah.
9, 10, 11.
No, it's max strength rating. So I get 7 because I've hit with everything.
70
Oh, you,
plus 11.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's 3 Thunderstrike dice and then 4 Sunspear dice. So that's 70-10 plus.
11.
Thank you. I can count, honest.
Alright.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, I
And
can't.
One of them Righteous Furies. 2 of them Righteous Fury.
I
yeah, a
don't know
pair
if
of
you-
righteous furies.
Don't know if you can Righteous Fury in space.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a shame.
Oh,
Alright, so that's 14, 24, 30, 34, 44, 56, and a 3 on the crit table.
Well, don't bother rolling the crit, because you just caused the warp core to explode.
Fuck.
Oh god, no.
Yeah. We would have been
Front
over.
row, Raggy.
Yeah, exactly.
How big does a warp core explode?
2T10 VUs.
Jesus.
I think we might need to emergency warp jump to set our Cicero.
Yeah.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Well, Yeah.
2d10 damage is going to blow us up.
No, it's 2d10.
I'm talking about the
It's-
range on it,
It's
though.
It's a lance strike doing 1d10 if you fail a hard pilot spacecraft and maneuverability test.
So it's a hard pilot spacecraft test or a very hard warp test.
And you run the risk of being sucked in. Wait, is it warp drives exploded?
I think, yeah,
Warp
with
Eldar equivalent.
cock.
Either way, drive.
I didn't mean to kill it that
And
well.
it just hit 11 squares, so we're in range.
Yeah, we are both in range here. So is this minus 10 on the crit table?
Oh,
This
God.
is minus 11 or more on the crit table, actually, I believe.
Yeah. 11,
without-
12, 13, 14. This is,
Oh, it is actually warp drive explosion. No,
Yeah.
wait, catastrophic damage. You have to roll.
Yeah, you have to roll for it.
Catastrophic damage. You have to roll for that.
Yeah,
okay.
it's only on an 8. It's only on a 10. The warp drive goes up. If it's 8 or 9, the plasma goes off, and if it's 1 to 7, it's just hulked. So,
Oh, sweetest hub.
whew, okay, all better now.
Come on.
But now
Let's see
you
what
get
you
to
got.
roll. Now you get to roll d10s for all the components too.
well, I'm not going to bother because they're Eldar and they're not going to be any use to you anyway.
Salvage.
Well, we can still steal it
exactly.
and adapt it.
And there's D10 crew left who we can sell into slavery. I mean, liberate.
No, we can
We're not
give them to the people on the planet below.
Why would you give
These are still armed Eldar. They probably murder half our crew.
their crew? They're like Eldar ship crew. They're the equivalent of our army.
You know what an Eldar ship crew is?
Yeah.
Guardians. Every single one is a fully trained Guardian.
Yeah, they're citizen militia for the Eldar. Those are the guys who couldn't
Yeah.
even aspect armor on in the morning.
You know what they're better than? Imperial Guardsmen.
Do you know what they're not better than? Murder servitors.
Also,
Very
there's
true.
There's less than 10% of them left. I'm pretty sure we could send a crew over along with an enforcement detail and quite happily outnumber them.
I still
So
say
anyway,
just-
can you roll that 1d10, please?
You did.
Yeah.
did. 7 was the one who
There's
tended not
8%,
to not
there's 8%.
explode, and the 8 was...
He's
I
currently
don't know what the eight
crossing
was.
out things.
Yeah, he's crossing out things. Say what's not left.
We may or may not have blown some shit up.
And now the warp drive explodes anyhow because.
So
of-
1 through 2, it is miraculously untouched. 3 through 7, it is depressurized and damaged. On a 9 and a 10, it is completely destroyed. And all.
The warp plotter.
No, that's the wrong one.
the warp
1 through
plotter
7,
is
it is space
Yeah.
hulked.
Yeah, he's done that. So
Yeah, I'm
Space
doing
Hulk.
the.
We have got to find out how much a warp plotter goes for.
What's a warp, Peter?
It's what the
Yeah.
Eldar use to navigate the webway,
Ooh,
I think.
we could
Think
give
about
one.
how much that could be sold for.
I would have assumed it would have an auto-destruct mechanism. Because that is the sort of thing I put on a
Well-
thing that navigates the webway.
You are thinking rationally.
Yeah.
40k does not run on rational.
That's the kind of thing we do.
What's with all the 1d10s?
This is
These are all the components.
damaged or gone. He's got to do the weapons as well.
Yeah, because he's
There
worried
you go.
to steal the stuff.
Finished. Fine.
So the warp plotter is there.
The warp plotter is undamaged. The solar cells are destroyed. The command bridge is destroyed. Everything else is depressurized. And there's
And damaged.
eight crew population left, who are, all, as they say, all Guardians and all Eldar.
Murder servitor time!
Yeah, let's just get rid of them.
We could fully board the ship.
Well, yeah, it's not like the holofield is working now, so boarding them.
I mean, the Cicero's taken a pretty decent beating. The Omissar shield isn't that badly off.
Well, no, I mean, the Omissar shield lost like 10% of its morale and crew, but there was no actual
Yeah,
component damage, so it's nothing that we can't fix in a bit of time at footfall.
Yeah.
The Cicero got a little bit more beaten up, I'll give you that.
Yeah, the Cicero might need proper dry docking. But
Yes. Yes. Sorry, Aubrey is just having a very good day and will be smug for the entire trip back. God, I think he has the right to after what he just did to the bloody, whatever this ship's called.
Yeah, that's the
Pikash.
the splash,
Yeah.
the Pikash kabam.
Ooh,
I
The
call
cash
it
bam,
spare
bam, bam,
parts.
Yeah.
we could
No.
steal the
We call it
torpedoes.
salvage.
If
They
we
are
steal the
damaged, I don't know if we'll
torpedoes.
be able to repair them because Xenotech.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
just
necessarily want to
minus
use they are huge plasma charges.
I thought we were going to
Well-
do voice modulators anymore.
Nice.
The whatever it's called, the Shadow of Cicero is already Xenophilius, so anymore it's just,
Well,
there.
also, I don't think you can put torpedo launchers into a Cobra without, like, stripping out something else.
No. I don't want to use the torpedoes as torpedoes. I'm just thinking there's a bunch of really big plasma bombs on that ship at the minute.
Well, yes, I suppose, practically speaking, that's true. What would you do?
I think most of them blew up when we hold it.
Well,
No, there wouldn't be any ship left if any of the munitions exploded.
Am I the only one hearing this static?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can hear the static, yeah.
Yeah, I can hear it, so someone's still staticking us.
Who's that? I'm going to mute myself, see if it's me.
it may well be me, actually. No, it's good.
No.
Nope,
it is
let's
you.
go face.
Say
It's
again?
Goat face.
Goat face?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's causing the static.
But actually, if you look at it, okay, you could actually use the teleportarium to sort of homemade brew plasma charges over, I suppose. I mean, I don't know if it necessarily counts as a hit and run because it's not so much a hit as a drop. And they leave very quickly. But either which way, there's at least a warp plotter, which I imagine the Adeptus Mechanicus would be practically.
Oh, we would be
Face.
salivating over that.
Exactly. And it's undamaged as well, which I'm really liking to look up. I mean, to be honest, Eldar life systems we wouldn't give much of a shit about, and the sensor arrays aren't going to be too much different from the Imperium ones. But we've got to salvage that warp plotter.
Yeah,
That's very
considering it's
true.
undamaged, that's fair enough. The Holy
It's-
Mechanicus or the Holy Inquisition.
Actually, that's true. We could actually use it to get a bit of spare cred with the Inquisition. But we don't know any Inquisitors.
This is true.
And we do need the Mechanicus for a couple of other things. We might be able to trade it for another factory or 10.
Yeah,
if-
I might be able to trade it for factory.
Yeah, look,
It's gonna
I'd
be one of
agree with
those.
giving it to the Inquisition if we actually knew any Inquisitors, or if they had we'd pissed them off and we owed them a favour. But we don't, and we don't.
Yeah, we don't know any Inquisitors, so let's just give it to the Mechanicus and they can decide what to do with it.
Hey, I'm an explorator. That's something
Exactly.
that I'm fully happy about.
I might even give Macarius a Forge World for doing this, because let's face it, a warp plotter is insanely Eldar tech, so... Hell. Macarius may actually get written to the history books for a good thing for once.
Providing isn't fill it with explosives on the way back to civilization.
50-50.
Maybe
I'm
not
not
then.
going to fill it with explosives on the way back. This is too big for me to do that. I mean, it's a ship component, really.
If you pay me well enough, I'd consider it.
Hey, the thing is, this is going to be a whole shit ton of profit factor, basically, because of all the because of the contacts with the what are they called? With the Mechanicus.
True. Very true, actually.
I mean, that's actually, I think, placed in the book as something like 10 profit factor for that kind of thing. For extreme contacts with a major group, like.
Okay, put it this way. Do we actually have to roll to salvage this thing, Ray, or is it assumed we go on and we grab it?
Well, if if we have to roll to grab it, then it's going to be tech use.
Yes. Somehow I think we'll be all right.
Yes. Even with the harsh penalties for messing around with Eldar technology.
Even if you made it as -60, I'd still be rolling against an 80 here.
To be honest,
Well,
though,
we
we
could
don't
s-
actually... Goat, we don't even know if the crew are actually defending the warp plotter at this point.
They're probably trying to stay alive. And if we move fast enough, since we do have a... We can
Yes, I
deep
reckon we can
scan it
board
at
them
our...
in. Well, if we need to move fast, we can't deep scan it at our leisure. The two ideas are kind
No,
of
that's true. So, let's see.
But we do need to run it all specs on it to actually know that it has a warp ladder.
Yeah, true, and it didn't get damaged,
So-
though. So.
So we'd have to auspex it.
And an
trust-
Auspex doesn't take much time.
While Macarius quickly patches you up on the bridge, I guess. You want to auspex the cache.
Poke, just
Find out
don't
what's
poke
there.
any more holes in them, basically.
You
How
have
much
to get
damage
some.
did Trust have? And
Quite.
wounds
I took
count?
I took 5 after everything. As far as I know, I don't think I got hurt more when I tried to jump out and couldn't jump out.
I thought you did get hurt more when you couldn't jump out.
I didn't see any damage pop up, at least not that I could tell.
No, because he didn't take any extra damage because Macarius lifted him out.
Oh, yep. So
Prompting
so
the
that's-
horrible singing session.
Which we've all immediately blanked from our memory.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, yes.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
Whatever. We'll just make sure we tease today's post with the poster from the bodyguard. It's just someone there like this. That is all. Walk away.
Yep. So we want to auspex the cache while we're sitting around.
Yeah.
Because you're
So,
that
Amazing.
And once we have a lock on it, send the murder servitors in to basically hold the place.
Yep. Send the murder service into servitor with murder.
And then we go in following them.
Maybe the crew.
Make sure that you're wearing your spacesuits, since we did just basically,
Oh, it's a Hulk.
Yeah, it's
We
a
can
space
assume that everything is holed and at the very least depressurized or depowered, so it's a void suit job.
Yeah, I'm wearing power armor, so that's perfect for me. And I don't need a void suit anyway.
Well, yeah, you're a machine. You're an exception to the rule. Everyone who isn't a walking robo-man, on the other hand.
Not my fault. Oh wait, yes it is. So
Trust.
Yes.
Trust.
We
Auspex,
need
please.
to specs the ship.
Sure thing. There we go. For combat
finally.
works great.
Yeah, if it works, it works.
all right. Great.
So we know
Yeah.
it's got a warp ladder.
We know where it is.
Yeah,
So
you know
we're
where it
sending.
is.
Actually,
So send them over to this.
Goat has a good point. Don't Kroot who eat Eldar get psychic abilities?
Yeah, let's
That is
do that.
true. Let's give them a bunch of Eldar for food.
It's
Yes.
a terrible plan, and
The Kroot eugenics program is coming along nicely.
Yeah, okay. Just make a note of that. Feed Eldar to Fruit. This cannot and badly,
It won't end badly if they continue to serve us loyally.
highlighted in red.
And we just fed them elder, so I mean,
April
that's not
12th,
much of a fight,
2013.
So they missed out on all the fun.
Yeah, this is our way of saying, sorry about
Sorry about that. You get to finish off the 8% elder. Off you go. Have fun.
that. You are the 8%. Well, you ate it.
You ate the 8%.
Yeah.
They come with us if we need to board and seize it, you know.
Yep.
Which actually is entirely possible. So we'll just bring them along with the kill servitors. Murder servitors, sorry.
Same difference. Murder, death, kill, maim, burn, kill, burn.
Steal.
Heretic.
Steal! Shinies!
Ah, you and your shinies.
Where?
Yeah, I mean, whether we
Metaphorical
rip the
shinies.
weapons out, even though they're damaged, I doubt. But getting the warp platter seems like a good plan.
Sin, that was trustworthy.
I know,
Ah,
but he had said it,
jeez.
so
Yes. Soon you shall all be within the fold.
Oh dear.
What?
There's not really much more you can say to that, can you?
there's an episode title.
Yeah.
The 8%.
Dang it! You should be ashamed of yourself, Sid.
Nope.
I have to
Not
say,
after hours rolling.
I know this is completely offside, but you know, the idea of trust as a bard, you know, just works so well. Especially seeing, you know, you've got the stinging rebuke power in 4E, which means you can actually damage someone just by insulting them.
Indeed.
We are terrible people. Of this, I am really sure.
You
So-
weren't sure before?
No, but now looking at the quality of our humour, no, there's no doubt whatsoever.
So you clear. I'm not going to make you roll to clear off the ship. You're just going to murder service of them until everything's dead aboard there, aren't you?
Pretty much.
About to seven
Yeah, let's not bother rolling.
That was the plan.
You finished genociding the few hundred Eldar that are left alive aboard. And
It's not genocide. It's
I take
imperial,
all
it's
of their
imperial-
soul
it's
stones.
imperial
No BGs. No
Yeah.
BGs.
you're not collecting any BGs.
No. It's staying alive. Terrible joke.
Oh.
Okay, anyway, I take the soul stones.
Right.
But I know Soulstone out. No, defeat the or glory in the defeat of the Empire's enemies range.
Yes.
Name still pending because I have a fellowship of 25. So I'm not.
Play to your strengths.
Who has a fellowship higher than or lower than 35?
I'm pretty sure. I just want to hang on. No, I have 37.
Ah, Okay.
Sorry, yes. I
Yeah.
have a technical question.
what's up?
Can we, like, weld some of the holes in the shadow of Cicero shut with the Sunspear laser batteries?
Oh God, no!
Oh God, no.
Who taught you physics?
Nobody.
No one. That's the
you had-
problem. Physics. What's physics?
As
Well,
far as
mechanical
welding
engineering.
them, you'd have to basically turn it into a low level and long term laser, not a short term burst, basically.
They don't work very well as weapons, though.
The longer ones, no. Burst
No,
work
because
better
people
than.
have to move.
Power hungry.
Right. So you've managed to get the ship clear, patch up enough steps. You need to now try and remove the, warp processing thing in the job up normally.
The warp plotter.
Warp
Yes.
plotter. So, can I have a Forbidden Law Xenos roll, please?
I expected that was coming.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Well, you've got to actually figure out which of the weird bits and bobs in the, is actually that.
Who's got Forbidden Law Xenos?
My
vacancy?
Xeno roll is 48, and I can use the Librarium, can't I?
Yep, you can use the Librarium to look up what Eldar ship plans look like.
And I
Yeah, we get.
hover.
Yeah, that gives me a +10, or is it something else? Or, can't recall what that does.
Librarian's
right,
plus
Foxy.
10, I believe. And the hover will be another plus 10.
Yeah, so you're rolling at 20 plus 20 right now.
Okay, so 68.
And since this is technology,
68.
On
Yeah,
the
exactly.
dot.
and I was
Nice.
about to say, since this is technology, and I have common lore tech and forbidden lore, archaeotech, and all the other stuff, I should be able to at least tell a little bit about it. So I was going to say I could help. But turns out that's not necessary.
No, you figure out which bit is the thing. Now all you got to do is remove it, which is going to be a
Right.
minus 50 tech use because it's
Minus
complete-
50.
Yeah, it's completely outside your realm of knowledge.
Oh, Macarius.
All right, so I start out at 90. I got my the tool gives me plus or 90, so minus 50. All right, so let's clear this out.
You probably won't even be able to contact the
90
machines or work with the
minus
machine spirits
50.
because it's a dirty Eldar.
Eldar machine spirits would give. I can't work with the machine spirits, but I do have a tool. Oops.
Omnitool.
Yes, Omni tool. The MIU does have its own Omni tool as well, so that's another plus 10. Let's see, skills talents. Plus 10 command tech use, pilot drive logic, and query ballistic skill tests. Oh, right. 20. Where is it? Hang on a second. Let me find my inventory. Huh, that drops me down to I have to roll against 60. If you give me a hover, that'll give me a 70.
I can't imagine Bash not wanting to watch you pull apart an Eldar ship, so...
Yeah, pretty much
Yeah.
that would be completely out of characters.
All right, and I still have all 3 of my fate points. So versus 70. Fate
Wait. We want this. Oh!
4.
you nearly caused it to hotwire, but in the end you lift it out fairly easily. Is there anything else you want to raise from the ship before it goes?
What else is there?
Well,
Not much.
we could scan
Yeah.
it.
Do they have any fancy food?
Not
Any
for
Harlequins
us.
any Harlequins kisses lying around?
No, there's not
No.
Harlequins.
Or any harlequins on board a pirate ship?
No.
Lame.
Sadly.
Well-
Any Eldar weaponry around? I mean,
Yeah,
there
you
should
can
be
find-
some.
Yeah, you probably got a good chance of finding shuriken catapults, shuriken pistols,
I
stuff
might
like
grab a
that.
shuriken pistol just to annoy Seb for not being here.
I was going to say also.
What do I need to roll to get, one with actual quality? Rather than just a crappy
I
crewman
wish this had a
pistol.
look going. Forbidden Law Xenos,
Oh.
because you've got to figure out an alien.
I
See, this is why I want games to have a look skill.
Yeah, it's like, I have to look at all the pistols and I can't tell which ones are better.
Yeah.
I take the pistol off the fanciest looking Eldar hat, or the guy with the fanciest hat.
I roll a 14 to find a really fancy one.
Yeah, you find the captain dead in his chair. you pull
Can
out
I
a
get him to find me a knight's officer's shuriken pistol? Just
No, you can
because
have
I
this one.
can't.
I don't want it.
Oh, okay. Take that one. Okay, I have a captain's. I guess that's a.
Yeah.
By
I'll
the
give
way,
that.
The-
I'll call that a
Yeah.
best quality shuriken pistol.
I just
I-
pulled it out of his holster as I was pulling him off the chair so I could sit in it.
Great
Oh.
item. Fancy
the chair isn't that comfy.
captain. Surely these weren't Dark Eldar then.
Also, by the way, just under Goat's early recommendation, we probably ought to steal some of those torpedoes.
Ooh, yes. Any interesting bladed weapons?
Yeah, why didn't I think of that? Yeah.
I could use that.
You have access to Xenos blades.
There's-
No,
I
there's-
said I can't really look at them because my
I think Eldar
Nobi's
chainswords
messed up.
exist.
Oh, yeah, chainswords. They've got. I forgot about that.
That'd be
They've got
harder
regular-
to find.
what are their normal weapons then? Just like little.
Xenos blades, they're called.
No, I haven't seen them in the list.
I am having a look. melee weapons.
Exotic. No, that's not the right one. Melee weapons. That's page 131, I believe.
Yeah.
And
Unless
exotic.
it's something added into the Cronus Bestiary.
Isn't a ghost blade as an Eldar weapon?
No, I think they're one of those random people they like to make up and just throw in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xeno's fighting knife. 1d5 plus 4R pen 2.
No, yeah, that's not that fancy. I'll just wait till I can get a shock staff from a shop.
I guess I'd have to be trained in exotic weaponry, and I'm still going for a ghost blade, which would be better than these anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
And I'm not
Well, we
touching
can still
that
sell
Eldar
these
ship.
things, so I might as well grab them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Grab them to sell, but I'm not touching any Eldar weaponry, thank you.
Yeah, we grab a quantity.
Yeah, I'm going to say you're loading up on whatever loot you can get.
We're going to have to put that through some slightly back channel sales.
Yeah, you're entering the cold trade now.
The cold market, exactly.
It's a one-time thing, so it's not that big of a deal.
Okay, at this point we had some sort of technical issues, so I'm just going to do a quick recap of what happened. After raiding the Eldar, the group decided they were going to jump for Solace and Carmine. So, Xenaxia decided to plot the straightest route possible, and they ended up with a 31-day jump. During this time, everything went wrong. They hit a warp storm, which pretty much crippled the engines of the Shadow of Cicero. The same warp storm then decided to follow them around a bit and took out the auguries on the Omnissiah's shield. After that, things just got a bit worse as the Shadow of Cicero suffered a fire in its engines and, generally burned for a little bit. They arrived at Solace and Carmine, fixed everything up, and then wandered off back home, cursing their luck all the way. Apart from that, pretty much all. Sorry about that. It was another half an hour of them cursing their dice, but you just get the 1 minute summary.